Well, if you have followed me on my videos from Jet Jam, you saw that I won this on the Friday afternoon pilot drawing. So it is a 64 millimeter Horizon Hobby F-15 on 4S, and the airplane came with a 4S 2200 smart battery. The airplane is bind and fly, and I fly Futaba. So the first thing I did was, of course, pulled out the Spectrum receiver and put in my Futaba receiver. So I will find someone who needs a Spectrum receiver and we'll get that taken care of and get somebody else a receiver. At first this was going to be an unboxing, and then figured there were plenty of people who have already unboxed this on videos, and so I just went ahead and threw it together. 2 vertical stabs, 2 horizontal stabs are glued on. The wings, install the spar. You have 4 screws, 2 on each wings to attach it. And that gets you basically to here. The wheels are held in place behind 2 plates underneath. On the back side here. So 2 in the white, 2 in the gray. The gear just kind of pushes up into the plastic receptor, and then the screws hold the plates on, which holds the gear in place. And the nose wheel slides up in the extension there. It's got 2 grub screws, one to hold it to the servo arm, and one comes down and holds on to the nose wheel itself. Basically just centered up and it's ready to go. And after that, hook up the control surfaces on the elevators. The ailerons are already hooked up, and you're basically done. Again, 4S. You can fly it on 3S, but I think 4S is where I'm going, as it came with the 4S battery. Here is the install for the receiver up front. Pushed up as far forward as it'll go. Antennas are brought back along each side. I'll get those adjusted and 90 degrees out from each other. And nose gear steering servo here with its arm. Wires then go back to EC3 connector, and the rest of the wires go back to the ailerons and elevators. Already hooked up, ready to go when you get it. Not a whole lot to do. I'm going to put a ABS plastic tray down underneath here, cover up the wires so it'll be a nice easy slide in for the battery. Won't have to worry about any wires or anything anyway, so I'll just have to worry about the power line, power cord, and the batteries sliding in and out, and that'll be it. I got the Velcro, came loose from the inside, so I should be able to get that in there without a problem. And it's a tight fit with the smart battery to go with. It came with it. And I'm going to try a couple roaring tops as well. Like I said, don't have Spectrum, don't need the telemetry that comes with the smart batteries. This is 30C. I'm going to get a couple of 2245C through RC Jetworks, and we'll try those out, as well as this one. I've never tried this battery, and again, I don't have the telemetry or anything to use the smart capabilities of this battery, but the battery came with a jet, so hey, I'm happy. And again, thank you to Horizon Hobby for sponsoring the Jet Jam, and happy to get this. It's going to be my throw it in their car and go fly airplane, as I can do that with that one as well. But those, a little bit harder just to toss those in the vehicles and go. So those go in the trailer, but if I want to make a quick run to the field, I'll probably grab these. Took the radio out of that one to put into this one. The F-15 does come with drop tanks and some armament. These glue alongside the pylons for the tanks like this, and there's one for each wing, and they attach very quickly, kind of like the motion setup, or they just slide into the receptacles on the airframe or on the bottom of the wings in this case and snap into place. So not assembled yet. Those will probably be assembled here next day or so, and we'll probably try it with and without the armament just to see the differences. But they do say it does cause drag, and I kind of like flying the airplanes more clean. I've got all the tanks for the other airplanes F-86 has got tanks, L-39's got tanks, and the A-4's got tanks, and I have yet to fly it with any of those with a tank on it. But like how they fly clean, and that's how at the moment I'm still going to fly them. But back to the F-15. Nice little airplane. It seems to be put together well. The white, again, I guess the E-Flights, they don't paint the white. It's just bare foam. And then the splinter is on top, painted on top of that. It doesn't look that bad, but you can tell it's not painted. I don't know if that's a big deal to some people. And on this small of a jet, I don't think I'm not too worried about it. So I'm not going to make any issues with it. And this one's small enough and just kind of going to be kind of a beater airplane. So I'm not going to go through and do any weathering or anything like that at this time. Might change that in the future, but for now, like I said, I'm just going to go fly it. I'm going to leave the gear on it. Like I said, my hand launches I'm kind of done with those. I bounced my F-86, the 64mm F-86 off the ground again a couple weeks ago, and actually bounced the 105 at Jet Jam on landing of all things in a high wind. Crosswind landings and got slow. My fault. I turned to go and land crosswind, and it picked up a wing just as I got slow, and I didn't have enough authority to bring it back, so it cartwheeled, snapped the nose. Fixed it there, but was so busy flying everything else, never flew it again. That's a quick look at the F-15. Again, couldn't go together any faster. 4 pieces to glue on, hook up 2 elevators, set your throws, good to go. Seems to be squealing. I did tighten up the fan. It was loose, but it's still squealing. I'm not sure if I've got a bad bearing or what. But I think I need to reprogram the ESC again. Didn't seem to be making full power, so we'll reset that and try it again after it charges up. I have to admit, for a 64mm, the F-15 is actually a nice airplane. Easy to assemble, has decent performance on its 4S system, mixed with good flight characteristics, makes the Eflight F-15 a fun choice for those who are looking for a good flying EDF in a smaller package.